To understand Genghis Khan, you must first understand the world that made him. In the 12th century, the Mongolian steppe was not a nation. It was a patchwork of warring clans. The Mongols, the Tatars, the Merkits, the Naimans, each fighting the others for livestock, land, and survival. There was no law beyond the sword. Into this chaos, in approximately 1162, a child was born on the banks of the Onon River. His father named him Temujin. The steppe broke most men. It would forge this one into something the world had never seen. Temujin's childhood was defined by loss. When he was 9, his father was poisoned by Tatar enemies. His clan abandoned the family, leaving them to starve on the open steppe. He was later captured and enslaved by a rival tribe. Held in a wooden kangway, humiliated, he escaped. He rebuilt. He sought out his father's old ally, Togrul Khan, and offered a gift in exchange for protection. Every hardship taught him something. Poverty taught resourcefulness. Slavery taught the value of freedom. Abandonment taught the power of loyalty. He was being educated by suffering, and he was an exceptional student. The unification of the Mongol tribes was not an accident. It was a decades-long campaign executed with ruthless precision. Temujin defeated the Merkits, who had kidnapped his wife Berta. He crushed the Tatars who killed his father, ordering every male taller than a cart axle executed. He defeated his blood brother Jamuka, his greatest rival, and granted him an honorable death. By 1206, every major tribe had knelt. At a great assembly on the Onon River, the same river where he was born, Temujin was proclaimed Genghis Khan, universal ruler. It was not a modest claim, it was a declaration of intent. What made the Mongol army so devastating was not ferocity, it was system. Forces organized on a decimal basis, commanders appointed by merit, not birth. Every soldier a horseman, every horseman a composite bowman, capable of firing accurately at full gallop. They could cover ground at speeds that left conventional armies standing still. Genghis Khan employed Chinese engineers for siege warfare, used feigned retreats to lure enemies into killing grounds, and sent spies ahead of every campaign. And he weaponized terror. Cities that surrendered were spared. Those that resisted were annihilated as a warning to the next. This was not barbarism. This was strategy of the highest order. The conquests unfolded in two great directions. To the east, the Jin dynasty of northern China fell, their capital Zhongdu, the city that would become Beijing, taken by 1215. To the west, the Khwarezmian Empire, one of the most powerful states on earth, was obliterated after its Shah executed Mongol trade envoys. Genghis Khan led 200,000 men westward. Samarkand fell in days. Urgench, Nishapur, Merv, cities of hundreds of thousands, were razed. Historians estimate tens of millions perished. Mongol cavalry pushed as far as Eastern Europe, probing a world that had no idea what was coming. History remembers conquerors for what they destroy, but Genghis Khan built as well as he burned. He created the Yasa, a written legal code applied across all peoples under Mongol rule. He established the Yam, a postal relay network spanning thousands of miles, the communications infrastructure of the 13th century. He declared religious tolerance across his empire. Christians, Muslims, Buddhists, and shamanists all practiced freely, and he laid the foundation for the Pax Mongolica, the Mongol peace, which made the Silk Road safer than it had been in centuries, eventually allowing Marco Polo to travel from Venice to China and back. Genghis Khan died in August 1227 during a campaign against the Tangut Kingdom. The cause remains unknown. By his own command, the funeral was secret, his body buried at an undisclosed location, the route kept hidden by killing every witness. A river was reportedly diverted over the grave. His tomb has never been found. He left behind an empire of 24 million square kilometers, the largest contiguous land empire in history. His descendants would rule for another century, and today, genetic studies suggest roughly 1 in 200 people alive on Earth are his direct descendants. He did not merely conquer the world, he became part of it.
For more history, click subscribe and the bell icon for our multiple weekly releases.